Hello and welcome to the Almost Homestead. Today I'm going to show you how to make keto cheese tortilla shells. Or in this case I'm actually going to wrap them. And special credit for this video goes to Stacy for asking me, tortilla shells from cheese? How do you make those? And here we are. So you're going to need a few things. You're going to need cheese. It's supposed to be shredded for this recipe, but I didn't have shredded. Well, I did have shredded, but I didn't want to mess with shredded, honestly. So I just used cheese. The best is a cheese that is low fat, but I don't have any cheese that's low fat. I didn't feel like finding any cheese that's low fat. So we're just going with pepper jack today because I feel pepper jacky. You're going to need parchment paper or a silicone baking mat. And what you're going to do is you're going to put down some, if I can get a hold of it, you're going to put down your pieces of cheese. Your oven needs to be preheated to 400 degrees. I swear this is like the simplest recipe I've ever made. 1 second and I'll show you more. Once I get these on here. So your oven's on to 400 degrees. We've got our cheese ready, and all we're gonna do is put it in for about 5 minutes. And then we'll check on it. If it's got little bubbles all through it, we know it's ready. If it does not have little bubbles, we know it's not. So if you want your cheese to end up in the shape of a tortilla shell, you will need to find 2 things and some kind of other thing to hang between them. So in the example that they would have used like 2 things of peanut butter and maybe like a spatula in between them, and then they would hang the cheese over the spatula to let it go into that shape. We are not doing that. It is not that deep for us. What we're going to do instead, we're going to bake them like this. I have some steak that I've made with onions and mushrooms and garlic and seasonings and such. So we are going to bake these for the 5 to 7 minutes. Then I'm going to put the filling in the middle and we're just going to roll them up. If everything goes according to plan, which hopefully it will. Let's see. Now, while that is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and put down the last 2 of the pepper jacks on a different baking sheet. And then I'm going to do some with cheddar. If you're wondering why I'm making so many, I'm making them for my husband to eat now, for me to eat now, and for my husband to take for dinner. So that he has something yummy to eat at work. So we're going to take some Kojak, try the same thing. You'll be able to see how the different cheeses do. I don't know if I'm sure I've used Kojak before, but I don't remember particularly how it goes. So we've got these. We're gonna wait. It's 3 more minutes and 18 seconds before the first batch will be done. And then we'll take those out, see if they're ready, and put these in. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Plus, when I took this out, the cat needed fed and was very insistent that I feed her right now. But this is this is what the tortillas look like when they're done. See how, let's see if I can show you one. Hold on. Ooh. I'm gonna try and move this down. So they've got little bubbles in them from where they were bubbling up. That's what you want it to look like. And then you're gonna let them cool a few minutes. It's probably been about 2 minutes since I put them in. So we're gonna let them cool. What the heck? I do not understand how, I do not understand. Anyway, beside the point, so pepper jack cheese. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the steak filling, put that in. So here we've got my mixture of steak, onions, and mushrooms. So we're gonna try and put it kind of in the middle of each of these. That one's mostly onions, so it will be mine. James is not that big of an onion fan. I mean, he'll eat it, don't get me wrong. he just won't enjoy the experience particularly. So put these on a couple. They have to be a little bit cool to be able to stay in place, but they can't be too cool or they won't move. So it's a little bit complicated. But once you've got all of your fillings in, you're gonna take the top and you're just gonna wrap it around. Ooh. And then you're gonna let it cool more. See, if I'd used low-fat cheese, it wouldn't have that sheen on it. But I got a remedy for that. So when I did these, it was at exactly 5 minutes. Actually, I think I put it in, took them out a few seconds before. So I would not have left them in any longer than the 5. So, by the way, the cat is completely refusing to eat her food, which I literally stopped the recording of this video to give her. So now we've got some perfectly rolled, yummy tacos, I guess you would. I don't know what you would call them. They're roll-ups, but they're going to be delicious and nutritious-ish. James says they're edible. Bro, they're made of pepper jack cheese. They're going to be more than edible. They're going to be delicious. Yum. Okay, and in 16 seconds, the cheddar will be ready. So I'll show you what they look like. So here we are. The Kojak had started to boil up a little more, but they're right at that stage where I've got the little holes in them. The Kojak turned out exactly the same way as the pepper jack, so easy peasy. And everything is ready to stuff them, roll them up, and make some dinner. As always, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe to see more, and as always, eat something wild, maybe wrapped in a cheese tortilla.